I mean, I can't think of like one team that I have that will be competing for any type of title in any type of foreseeable future.
Right.
The Bulls are about to start a rebuild, but they'll probably fuck it up because they won't do a full rebuild. The Cubs don't want to spend money, even though they're one of the biggest markets. The Bears are the Bears. The Blackhawks are on year 15 of a rebuild.
They have not won a playoff series since the Stanley Cup final in 2015.
Yeah, the White Sox stink. I don't care about them, but they stink.
Time.
Yeah. My college teams stink. Yeah, I don't really know what to say.
Hey, before we kick it off here, I want to talk about our friends at Miller Lite. From family gatherings to holiday parties with friends, this season is for enjoying time with the most important people in your life. Make holidays even better with Miller Lite, the great-tasting light beer for people who love beer. Tastes like Miller time, the taste you can depend on. No games, no gimmicks. Just a great beer for people who like beer. Miller Lite is brewed for taste. It hits different than other light beers. Simple ingredients like malted barley for rich, balanced toffee note flavors and the iconic golden color. Had some great Miller Lights on Thanksgiving. I'm excited for Christmas Miller Lights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just excited for obviously things aren't going well for our team, but like college football playoff Miller Lights, like you just check the boxes.
Someone made a comment, so I put up my own Christmas tree after Thanksgiving, and I don't have ornaments, and someone was like, "Why don't you have any ornaments?" So I just kind of went to town on 12 pack, and I just take the little pull tabs and I've been hanging them on my tree.
There you go.
So that's how beautiful that can is. That it just fits naturally into a Christmas tree.
It's one way to do it.
Yeah.
So making memories at the year-end gatherings. Tastes like Miller time. Go to MillerLite.com/midshow to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that sells beer. Tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer calories and carbs than premium regular beer. All right, it's a stretch. Welcome back. I am back from Turkey. White Sox Dave is filming something, so he's out. So it's the three of us, myself, Big Cat Chief. What's up, guys? Happy to be back.
Are we allowed to say what he's filming? Because
I don't know.
Rat race.
Race.
Yeah, okay.
And like the fact that White Sox Dave and Mincy, those two minds, won it the last time.
I know.
Like
I forgot about that.
Like the odd couple that somehow works in one.
They're defending their crown. Yeah, I walked in. I'm down. I'm physically drained, mentally drained, and then I saw Eddie's haircut, and it just brought life back to me. So anyone who's listening to this, go hop over to the YouTube or the Rumble because Eddie looks ridiculous right now.
It is ridiculous. It's very aggressive, as I keep saying, and like the way you walked in and looked at me, you were like a 5-year-old.
I was just like, I don't really know what I kind of is Peaky Blinders, but it's not fully.
It was your reaction was very similar to when Portnoy saw the old Chicago Avenue offense. What are you doing?
Because I knew he had different hair, but I just didn't know exactly how I'd react, and it gave me a little life back. So thank you.
Yeah,
glad I could do that. The back is very like bench warmers, mushroomy.
Okay,
that's not great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nice crease. There's a crease in there.
Yeah,
back's tough.
Yeah,
back's tough. But hey, it was better than going straight shave, right?
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah,
big time.
So I'm happy I didn't have to do that.
And like you could just tell people. First of all, he said I looked like a fat Andrew Scholes last week because I got my hair cut a little bit too short.
Yeah, now he just did that.
Yeah, yeah.
Instant karma.
Right.
Instant. But yeah. I'm back. I missed a lot as far as like the presser goes and everything else, the Thomas Brown week, and certainly not much to show for it.
Thomas Brown might not be the guy.
Yeah. The Bears, turns out they fucking suck no matter what. And this was I'm done. I just want the season to end. I want to get to the offseason. Like I want to watch football without the Bears involved in any capacity. I want to watch playoff football, I want to watch college football playoff, and then wake me up when the draft happens.
Yeah, that's the irony too. That was like the first game I think I didn't come to the cave this year because of my head, and I watched that whole game while that awesome Rams-Bills game was going on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like such an idiot for watching this stupid team.
Yeah.
Instead of like awesome football.
Yeah.
I think we had the Bears game on the big screen
for like a quarter.
I was gonna say 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
I think it was 21-0.
Yeah.
We could blink.
And we're just like, get this off.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
And the crazy part is, I saw you say it too, and I'm sure you were optimistic too. I thought,
yeah.
Oh, I bet him.
Who doesn't get an interim head coach bump?
Yeah,
everyone.
Yeah.
It's like it's just written in there. So yeah, they don't have any pride. They've quit. Yeah, it just sucks. I don't really know what else to say besides the team sucks. And now, I mean, Poles is getting a lot of the heat, which I don't even know what to make of any of it. I really don't know. Like Eberflus obviously had to go, but now it feels like without him there, everyone online is just going after polls, and some of the points are correct. But I also don't know. Like, should we start fresh at GM? I have no idea. Yeah. I'm lost. Kevin Warren seems like he's running the whole thing now.
That's very scary.
Yeah, which was my concern from the beginning. So yeah, it feels like we have to have a coach hire that fixes everything, and knowing us, we won't have a coach hire that fixes everything. Yeah. I did dream that I was called in as a consultant and I hired Vrabel. So that was sick.
That's the right move. So they should hire you.
That's it.
Yeah. I had a dream last night. In the dream, I got hired by George, and I then was like, all right, we're going to bring in Vrabel. And then I was like, I said to Kevin Warren, I was like, this guy's fucking, whatever he says goes, and you can't fucking say shit to him.
Listen, bitch.
Yeah, no, basically that. And it was awesome.
Did Ernie Accorsi agree with you?
Is Ernie Accorsi, are they doing a coach firm?
Bill Polian.
Was that
probably.
for the Trestman search, or was that for the Fox search? Accorsi.
Accorsi, I don't know, but Bill Polian was the most recent one.
I mean,
because now there's like whispers that Bill Polian was hired really before Poles, or I'm sorry, Polian hired Eberflus from the Colts connection before Poles was actually. So then it's like he was never Poles. It's like the whole thing's a mess, and you don't know who to blame.
Was there local steam here where people like starting to buy into Brown? Like, did people think like that was?
There wasn't like
little chatter.
Yeah, it wasn't a full buy-in, but it was more like, hey, this guy's got a chance for 5 games to prove himself. The offense has looked better in the last 3 games against really hard divisional opponents. But yeah, that's all out the window. They literally were the exact same offense. They looked like the worst offense in the history of football in the first half, and then just by the fact that they looked so bad in the first half, the one drive that scored a touchdown to start the second half makes them look good, but they're not good.
They're not good.
No.
They're not good.
Like, it's all they basically just they get us so low in terms of expectations that they just do the bare minimum to start every second half that we're like, oh man, we're starting to cook. It's like, no, we're not. We fucking suck.
Yeah. In a way, it's kind of a good thing maybe, because of course, Eberflus was a lame duck. He needed to go. But that game, I think, helped maximize, like, hey, there's a lot of things that need to change.
Yeah.
And I don't, like I said, I don't know if it's polls, and I'm kind of at the point where maybe you just start fresh. If Vrabel wants his guy, because I'm playing the flag. I'm Vrabel.
Yeah.
I am too.
Okay.
Did you
I'm Ben Johnson. I have texted him.
Not after your dream, though?
No, not after
I just
my
hired
dream.
you in my dream.
I'm just worried. I think he's going to take the Raiders job if they fire Antonio Pierce. Yeah. That's not based on nothing other than just like
speculation.
Yeah. No, I'm Vrabel or Ben Johnson. We had Waddle on when you guys were out, and it was great because he basically was like, I'm not going to change my opinion on the Bears franchise and how they operate business unless they get out of their comfort zone, and getting out of their comfort zone would be Ben Johnson because of money, or Mike Vrabel because of personality. Yeah. And any other hire that's not Ben Johnson or Mike Vrabel, I'm going to root for him, but I'm not going to expect them to be anything different.
Yeah, it's a very clear 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with Johnson, obviously.
Yeah, either one I'd be fine with.
And then Kyle Shanahan, the pipe dream.
Which he just shit all over after the game.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't
He was
see
just
that.
like, there's no place I'd rather be than right here. My family loves it here.
Damn.
Brock Purdy's going to get an extension.
I had convinced myself that pregame, like, Caleb's going to throw for like 300, 3 touchdowns, and Kyle Shanahan's going to be like, I have to have this.
No, he immediately was like, yeah, I'm never leaving.
There's an absolute blender Shanahan put that defense in.
Oh,
it was crazy.
It was like George Kittle's best day of the year.
I mean, Matt Eberflus might have been a good defensive coach.
Yeah.
I don't know how we won 4 games. That's where I'm at now. How did this team win 4 games?
Well, Jags, Titans.
I understand, but
Panthers.
Yeah.
If we play those games again, we probably lose those games.
Now at this point?
Yeah.
Also, like, how did they get so close against the division teams?
I know.
They could have, like, they could have been 3-0 in those games.
I know.
Like, they were right there with teams that are way better than them. And then they, against the bad teams or teams that are struggling, I wouldn't say San Francisco's a bad team, but they just laid an egg. Like, they're like, you could tell the whole team's just done.
But that's kind of
I'm done too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like I didn't even do a post game video. I'm like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
This is just not worth my time.
I gotta like stop letting them just be even a small part of my thought like week to week, day to day.
Yeah.
Because it's just not even worth it. They don't care. Why do I
Yeah.
care?
We're going.
Like I said, I'll talk to you in April.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we'll figure it out in April.
Yeah.
Lucky us, we get to go to 2 more games this year out of the 4. That's gonna be.
Yeah.
You guys are going to 2?
Yes.
Yes, Lambeau,
Going-
last game of the year.
We'll be there on Monday as
Yeah,
well.
we'll be there Monday night against the Vikings, and we'll.
Yeah,
be
you
there.
guys asked me if I wanted to go to that game. I think I'm going to pass.
I was like, I made a mental note to ask you after the show. I was like, I assume no, but I have to.
I asked him at the worst
Yeah.
possible time.
I think I'm going to pass.
yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, you want to go?
I went to John Fox's last game in Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
Is that in the new stadium?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
nice stadium.
Yeah.
So it is a very nice stadium. I went to a Final Four in that stadium.
Okay.
I like Minneapolis a lot, but yeah, I think I'm going to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
I can't blame you. I can't blame you.
Excited. Portillo. Shout out
We'll be
Portillo.
there.
It'll be a great trip.
We'll be
Yeah.
slinging dogs and beefs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think to me the main thing to watch here is we always talk about rots from the top, which it does. But like, I want to know who. Like, there's clearly something going on in the locker room too, right? For these guys to just completely throw in the towel like this.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
I don't know who's the leaders because you got to figure that out. Yeah, because it's like unless you hire a Vrabel, like culturally, it's got to be something's got to change.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the leaders? Who's going to move this team forward? Yeah, there's a lot of holes. Yeah, but you're right. There's just a lot. It's like it's basically the Bears are like when you have just too much like yard work or like garage, like cleaning up your garage, and you're just like, I fucking can't even do it. I'm not even gonna start it because
Yeah,
like it's just
like,
too much stuff.
Where do you start?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore the issue for as long as possible.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Do I rake the leaves first?
Yeah, it's like, no, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not. I'm gonna sit on my ass and watch football. I'm
I'm
not
going to
doing it.
hire someone to solve this
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, right. I'm gonna task rabbit this.
Yeah.
So that's really what the Bears are faced with right now because
Yeah.
I don't know where to start. I don't know. I also don't know where the problem. Like, is Kevin Warren running it? Is Ryan Poles running it? Is like what is the structure? Who's to blame? What's the sequence of events that have gone down? I don't fucking know. I just want them to win football games, and I'm so sick of this shit. This is, I think, 11 out of 12 years that were under 500.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
just
2018 would be the only season. I think COVID year we were. I think we were
9 and 8 maybe.
No, I think we were 8-8 because I think that was before there was
COVID year?
Okay, but that was the
That was the-
Trubisky Nickelodeon MVP.
That was the 7th seed
Yeah.
that we
8-8,
got.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, you like that's right around the time we all started. So we've been just perennial losers as long as we've worked.
Well,
for-
since we've started this.
Oh yeah. 12 years. Yeah.
Well, but full time. We
Yeah.
started our first Eddie and I's like real first day at Barstool was double doink.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was
Yeah. That team was good. That was the only team that was good. But yeah,
Yeah.
we 11. I mean, that's I think the 12 years. I think George has been in charge for 13 or 14.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much exactly along his timeline of being in charge of this thing that it's just been so bad.
Hey, let's pause because I want to talk about Portillo. Sprinkle in the holiday spirit. The Candy Cane Shake is back. Order yours now. Embrace the winter with the Candy Cane Shake. Order now for a limited time. If you are seeing this, it's meant to be. Get your Candy Cane Shake now. We promise it's as good as it looks. Get your Candy Cane Shake today. We will be in Minnesota for the Bears-Vikings game with Portillo's. I will make sure that there will be Candy Cane Shakes there.
Get on
and
it.
I will have multiple straws, and all Bears fans, we can drink some sad Candy Cane Shakes.
I'm very excited for this. When I discovered the spice cake, which was incredible. I know this is going to hit too. There's something about that flavor this time of year too.
Yeah.
That mint
I love
flavor.
that. Yeah,
Me too.
I really, and it's like something in my head. It doesn't make sense, but it
it
makes
only
perfect-
works
yeah.
this time of year.
It does.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped to try this out. It'll be a live camera review while we're in Minnesota. So look out for that 773 TV. And yeah, Portillo's the best. They don't miss with their desserts. So go try this. Order Portillo's today.
What did you make of that press conference, the Warren Poles press conference? Did you watch that?
Yeah, I did. Poles looked like he was just beaten down. And Warren is just, I don't think it's, I don't want him running a football team, but he somehow is. He's just new Ted Phillips.
Yeah, and I was told that when they hired Poles with the understanding, took the job with the understanding that he reported directly to George.
Yeah.
And then when they
Warren
hired,
was put in the middle.
yeah, they redid the org chart when they hired Warren
Right.
to be about Poles. So like that's a problem too.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think Poles has made some mistakes, and
Totally.
we can all point to them. And there's been some blunders, and it's, the offensive line was nowhere where it needed to be this year, which was a huge mistake. There's a lot of things, and Eberflus keeping him.
Yep.
But I also don't know, like, the Eberflus part of it. I don't know if that was mandated to him or not. That's what I would like to know, because I don't know. Like, I think Ryan Poles has done some good. I think he's done some bad. I think he's probably done more good than bad, because I'm under the assumption that the Eberflus stuff was more pushed on him than him deciding it.
Okay.
But if you add the Eberflus stuff to his resume, he might have done more bad than good.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I guess. And Poles, to me, he just looked like a guy who's not happy he even has his job.
No.
Because but he obviously, there's only 32 of them.
Right.
Like, what are you going to do? But if there was a world where it's like, hey, I could go somewhere else, like, why would he want to deal with this bullshit? You could tell he was just kind of like, this is just brutal.
Right.
Go back to Kansas City, win another couple of Super Bowls. Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to do with him. Yeah. Like, does he?
And I think he just slow burned it too much, man. Like, he slow burned it too much, where it's like, we're just going to slowly tighten everything up. Where it's like, nah, you needed more. You needed more appetizers before
and they had more money to spend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't really. I get you want to strike when the team is ready, but at the same time, you need to keep adding things.
And I know Caleb's a rookie, but who knows when the team is quote unquote ready?
Yeah.
It's like if you feel pretty good about your roster. And I like Rome, but this is all hindsight. I was very excited about Rome. I still am.
He was good yesterday. He was the only bright spot.
Yeah. But it's like, was that the right move, or was it better to get Ladd McConkey in round 2 and then draft the best offensive lineman? Like, it's all hindsight, but it's just like you said, like, there's so many problems.
Right.
That.
Yeah, like the hindsight drafting, I don't know. I mean, we all the best draft analysts.
Right.
After I'm more, and he's had misses, but he also had some hits, and I don't know the Eberflus part. That's the part. It's just like, if he was genuinely thought Eberflus gave this team the best chance to win this year, and he kept him, then his decision making needs to be questioned.
Yeah.
But if he was what I'm kind of thinking is, like, Kevin Warren had his finger on the scale more than I think anyone realizes, then I don't know. Pole's kind of in an impossible spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't even know how. I mean, I know how you do it, but to start rebuilding this offensive line, like, you pretty much need everything new, but that's almost impossible.
Yeah.
To just bring it, because that's not a guarantee either. You're going to bring 4 new guys to play with Darnell Wright.
I don't know.
That's not quite feasible.
Yeah, no, it's bad, and it's. I mean, I think they got to try to like the little things matter too. Like, go spend the money, which they won't do, and get whoever the best offensive line coach is out there. Like, go get that person, because that's part of it too.
Yeah.
Coaching matters a lot, and they've never spent like top dollar on coaching. So go spend top dollar, but they don't want to do it. I don't even know why I'm saying this.
Like, I think
I'm getting upset.
I think that would be like my like number one question I'd ask Poles if I was in, like, a presser. Like, truly, what did you see in Coleman Shelton that made you think that he was equipped for this position?
Right.
And what, like where did it go wrong? Because that guy, he just shouldn't be in the NFL.
No.
Yeah.
He just shouldn't, and that's it's a tough job. And I'm not trying to be super mean, but he just shouldn't be in the NFL.
Yeah.
No. It's a mess. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
It's an absolute mess, and I don't know who fixes it. And I don't even know if getting rid of Poles fixes it, because then Kevin Warren just has all the power.
Correct. Yeah.
Which, I mean, he probably does anyway.
It's amazing.
I hate it all. Just fucking sell the team. They're just the worst. They're the worst. And Virginia McCaskey needs to be taking a test too. Oh. She just is. I know that she's 100 million years old, but, like, she put her fucking fail son in charge, and she doesn't give a fuck.
No.
Yeah. We also had, like, a bad Virginia McCaskey thing come to light yesterday. Like, in her suite, you're not allowed to wear Bears merch. You have to, like, dress up.
Really?
Yeah, it's like going on the Titanic or something.
Yeah.
It's
what the
nuts.
fuck is that?
I don't know.
Cap to her fucking suite?
Yeah, so Jack McCarthy, your haircut would play in that in that suite.
Yeah.
But so Jack McCarthy was, like, trolling us all day. It was miserable. You should probably fire him.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
It doesn't even hurt anymore. They were just unloading the clip on us in the gambling cave, and I was like, this doesn't hurt. Like, I don't know what you guys think you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, I have to care for,
we're already
for
dead.
it to hurt me. Yeah.
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 But then I texted a couple people to see if that was true, And they're both like, yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's honestly astonishing how fast 4-2 is going to turn into 4-13.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know how they won 4 games.
Astonishing.
Nuts.
And like I was operating under the assumption like they'll get 1 or 2 more.
I don't think they're going to.
I don't think they are anymore
Right?
either.
They're not going to beat the Vikings on Monday Night Football.
Seattle needs to win still.
Seattle needs to win, and
Yep.
Seattle's playing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe the Lions outdoors.
Yeah, at home.
Yeah, the Lions are
It does
still
feel like we
banged
always
up.
play the Lions tough when they come here.
Yeah.
We're in the 9th pick right now.
Yeah. And there's a lot of 3-win teams hovering around like that.
Yeah.
6 spots ahead of us.
Yeah. Tennessee and Jacksonville have to play each other again, so one of those teams is going to end up with 4.
What a
I mean, we could end up with like a top 5 pick again.
I know.
It's crazy. Carolina's better than us.
Oh yeah.
Which is why
They've turned a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They have quality. They have losses where you're not embarrassed to be a fan.
No,
Yeah.
they're
Bears-
fighting hard against
Right.
these teams.
Yeah.
This is a podcast where I think even the sickos out there are like, ugh, this is too much.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
not even they're not even
we
like
got enough of this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're not even hurt anymore. They're just numb.
Yeah, I said it. I was like, I just want to get to the draft. I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't invest even a second more of thought into this team. I can't believe we have a Thursday night game. That's so stupid.
And on Monday, we got 2 more prime.
I know. Thank God though we have a double.
Yes, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Raiders are on the other one, so it's not like America's going to be locked in on Antonio Pierce.
We'll be at the game, so we won't feel it as much on the internet.
I'll feel it.
Yeah,
You'll have to take all the slings and arrows that day.
Yeah,
And that going back to the press conference too, the other thing that was weird, because Warren, the whole dynamic was weird, but George was in the room just sitting off to the side.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you the third chair on that?
He was sitting in the cuck chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
because he wants people to know, like, hey, I'm here, but I'm not.
I'm not meddling.
Yes, but I don't have my hand in there.
Why? Like, has anyone ever yelled at him and just been like, dude, what are you doing?
His mom is really disappointed.
Go live on a yacht or something. Sell the team, make $1 billion, get the fuck out of here.
He can't enjoy it.
No.
You know, like, can you just sell your stake and like, or most of your stake? And you still have 1%, so you get all the perks of owning a
Right.
team, and that. But you're just
You can ump Little League in fucking Bermuda. I'm sure
I
they got.
know.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
quality to, go to the Dominican.
Yes.
It'd be great baseball to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just so frustrating. It's just nothing's going to change because these owners are just, they're the worst and they do not care. And it's
none of them.
And yeah, none of them. I mean,
Yeah.
we were saying it the other day in the game. I think it was when you're still in Turkey. Billy Donovan's the longest tenured coach in Chicago right now.
Yeah.
And if I were him, I'd quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
2020.
Yeah.
That's how bad it's been.
Yeah.
And number 2 is Craig Counsell, who's been here for 13
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that even, like, listen, I know we only follow really the major 5, but that even goes to the Sky Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Fire. Like, it is.
Yeah, I saw a name on that list. Like, who the fuck is that guy? Fire coach.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
See you later. Let's pause again because you know what I was thinking about? You guys remember the Pop-Tarts mascots that pulled up in a giant toaster and they got devoured at last year's Pop-Tarts Bowl? The internet went nuts. Well, it just got some inside information that it's happening again this year, but with a new twist that's even wilder. This year, 3 new Pop-Tart mascots are joining the party and will be competing to get toasted, eaten in this year's Pop-Tarts Bowl. Yup, it's exactly how it sounds. 3 Pop-Tarts mascots enter, 1 gets eaten, and we get to witness it live at the game.
It's going to be great. That's awesome.
That's like such a great subplot. I always love going to, any stadium and they do like the race between 3 products. Seeing 3 Pop-Tarts, knowing one of them is just going to get smashed at the end of the game is sick.
Also, the Pop-Tart is a perfect mascot.
Oh, yeah.
It is a great looking mascot. It's like funny, but you know what it is instantly. It's hard to come up with a new mascot, I feel like, because like everything's been done in sports forever. The Pop-Tart mascots, they're fantastic.
That's it, yeah. And listen, to get fans into the action, Pop-Tarts is asking them to vote for which mascot they think will get eaten at the Pop-Tarts Bowl for the chance to win a piece of the winning edible mascot and a year's worth of Pop-Tarts toaster pastries. No purchase necessary. See poptarts.com/bowl for more details. So mark your calendar because the 2024 Pop-Tarts Bowl kicks off December 28th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on ABC. 2 teams, 3 edible mascots, and a packed Camping World Stadium in Orlando. It's Iowa State versus Miami, so that's a great game. Can't wait it's playing. Catch all the crazy good moments and get a sneak peek of each mascot by following at Pop-Tarts US and at Pop-Tarts Bowl on social media and visiting poptarts.com/bowl. This year, Pop-Tarts is bringing more flavor, more fun, and a whole lot of excitement. Don't miss it.
Yeah, no, it's a shit show. We deserve better owners, and we don't have. I'm hoping that maybe in the next, I don't know, 10 years, something happens where, and when I say something happens, old people start dying, because that's really our only hope.
Yeah. Was that the worst loss of the season?
It's right there with the Patriots.
Yeah, I think the Patriots one.
Patriots one you still had
worse because it was at home and the Patriots are bad. The 49ers still have been to, they were at the Super Bowl last year.
Cardinals was tough.
Cardinals was, I think, maybe the second worst. Then this one was third worst.
Yeah, because the Cardinals, like you said, we had a lot of hope. We were right in there.
Yeah, it's like let's
4-3.
rebound. Yeah.
But this was pretty bad because this was every team gets a bump from firing their coach, and every team has players realize that they, got their coach fired and then go play with pride. Yeah. And they're like, hey, my job's on the line now, and we didn't have any of that. Yeah. They just didn't look like they wanted to be out there.
Totally, and that's where I think you really got to look at all the players on the field right now and see, like all right, you're
accountable for yourself.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Because that's what, we've had Urlacher on many times, and he's very anti, stop blaming the fucking coach. It's the players who play.
Wada was saying that too, where he was just like, it's crazy that, these guys don't have at least a little bit of pride. Go fucking play.
Yeah. And I had that, I remember talking to a coach one time. I was like, how do you, what do you do to motivate these millionaires? He's like, it's pretty simple. You play better, you get paid, and the team plays well.
Yeah.
Right? It's play your best.
Yeah.
Ball out. The team will do better in turn, and then you'll get paid.
Yeah.
It's all.
Well, and that was the old, the Quenville thing where he's like, the only thing you really have as a coach against these guys is ice time and playing time. But it's football is so different because can't run a 4-receiver set if you have DJ Moore stapled to the bench.
Right.
So it's in order to run your team and run your offense, you can't really bench guys.
No.
So there's just no way out.
No, they have no pride.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
Yeah. And you just can't be a locker room that, after it's all said and done, be like, oh, yeah, the coach is bad. I think we're all in a better spot now. And then do that for the new guy.
Right.
That's such an indictment on you.
Right. And
such an indictment on you.
They had a mutiny, and then when the mutiny happened, they're like, oh, yeah, everything's going to be different. Then they just partied and, didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's bad. And then clearly, I guess you should have seen the defense taking a step back, right? Because, all things considered, Eberflus did do a pretty solid job. And
that did seem like a lot of scheme where they're just
oh my God,
George Kittle was just owned the field.
Wide open.
Tremaine Edmonds' head was turned, seeing Kittle go past him every play.
I know.
They just picked on that zone the whole time.
I know.
It was a Shanahan clinic. It really was.
It was.
It was. You saw what coaching is.
Matters.
When you're prepared and what you have a plan. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
Just end it. Just end the season.
Like
I said, I'm at the point of football season 2 where I'm just ready for the playoffs because I get tired at this point of the season. My body wears down. It's it's been a long season, and I don't. There's just so many games that just don't mean anything. That's get me to the good stuff. Get me to the playoffs.
I couldn't watch the Sunday night. I was footballed out.
Yeah.
The Bears have kind of they ruined.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's why it's that's why I can't stand any kind of standalone or them by with 2 other teams playing or 2 other games playing. Just bury us in the noon.
Yeah.
Let us be one of the 10 games.
Yeah.
And no one will fucking care.
Play the rest of the games in Germany.
Yeah.
Play them at 6:30 in the morning local.
Thankfully, I don't think they're gonna move that Packers game, right? They're gonna let us die at noon.
No, that'll be an NFC West.
For
the
playoff spot.
Yeah. But I don't even want 3. I don't even.
No, I know. I agree.
I don't want 3 p.m. I don't want
3 p.m. either.
Yeah. Keep us at noon, please.
Yeah.
For the love of
you
God.
guys have to go to that game.
Yeah. It was fun last year at night. Lambeau's cool.
Yeah, but still.
I know.
And I was this is awesome. I want to go back every year until we get a win. And now it's I'm going to be fucking 50.
Yeah. No, it's going to take forever.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get a win.
That is always the worst part of these rebuilds, because that happened to me with the Hawks, where they were like started breaking down this rebuild. And I'm like, wait, I'm going to be in my 40s the next time that they're good. Like genuinely, you said 50. Like football, you can theoretically turn around. Like the Blackhawks thing is like a long project. I'm going to be like 45 before they're like have a shot at being a genuine contender.
Yeah,
it's
crazy. Is anything college football playoff? I know you. I mean, you talk about a lot of other places.
Yeah, I mean, the Penn State got a dream draw. Notre Dame got a pretty good draw.
Yeah.
I have no problem with what the committee ended up doing. It was pretty good.
I'm glad Alabama got left out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't lose to two 500 teams in Vanderbilt and Oklahoma. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
And people will say, well, Alabama would beat SMU in a 10. Sure, they probably could, but just don't lose to Vanderbilt and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Are you like fickle?
Yeah, we're working through some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
what
honestly
are you doing to me right now.
I'm curious. I'm curious. I haven't talked to you about it.
What are you doing?
This is like a Brothers in Arms podcast. Now you're just like,
what was that?
Yeah.
I mean, because I sat there with one of my buddies the other day and we were watching. And we're like, dude, Wisconsin's not going to have one. I can't remember.
No, it's 22 years since we've been to a bowl game.
Genuinely.
Eddie, I didn't win a football game in November.
Oh, my God.
I did not win a single football game in the month of November.
But
0-9.
That's more of a fixable situation than the Bears.
I don't know. Dude, I don't like sports. I don't know why I don't even know why I talk about it.
I know it is silly, right? Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Do you wonder like how your relationship with sports be if you didn't have this job?
Yeah, I mean, I would still obviously care, but I just wouldn't. I would be able to compartmentalize a lot better, and I don't even have to wonder because it's kind of like what my friends do. You know what I mean? Like my friends who will be like, oh, I'm done watching the Bears the rest of the year. And I'm like, I wish that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, and I don't think that doesn't make them a bad fan. That's like, they got kids and they're like, why am I going to, if that team doesn't care about me, why am I going to waste time? Like I'll check, like my friends will check in like for a quarter or two.
Yeah.
And like at this point of the season, like they're all in on at the beginning of the year, but like, yeah, it would be nice to be able to check out when it's like, they give me no happiness. Why am I going to give them anything?
Yeah, you're right. Like if you're a fan and you got kids, you got something to do the next day.
Turning that game off at halftime would have been the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
And Monday
I don't blame
night,
a single person who did that.
Yeah. And this
Not
Monday,
a single person.
Yeah, this Monday and you're like an inch tired and you're like, I'm going to bed. You should go to bed.
Right. Like I don't like the idea of you have to watch every second of a terrible product to be a real fan. Like you have to obviously be invested in the team, but as soon as the team shows that they are not going to give anything to you and they're just falling off such an insane cliff, like don't waste your time. I wish I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have turned that game off at half. I would have watched another game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, looking at my phone a little bit more and I was like, I just, what else there to learn? This team is
they're so bad.
Yeah.
They just bum you out.
Yeah.
And I thought that we were going to get a little comeback there and then lose in like another heartbreaking clock management way. But then they scored the touchdown on Cole drops a 2-point conversion because I think that would have made it. They had a
16.
Yeah, they could have. That would have made it a 24-16.
Yeah,
he misses that. They go right back down the field and score.
Yeah.
And it's just like we fucking suck. This is awful.
Yeah. It's so bad.
Sorry to throw that fickle thing.
No, it's hurt. It hurt really bad. It's fine.
It was honestly.
Nothing is good right now.
Yeah, it was truly. It was
right. I mean, your contract's up at the end of the
year. It was truly.
I can't think of like one team that I have that will be competing for any type of title in any type of foreseeable future.
No, yeah. And going back to Donovan, like I said, I don't know why he would want to be here.
Yeah.
Right.
Bulls are about to start a rebuild, but they'll probably fuck it up because they won't do a full rebuild. The Cubs don't want to spend money, even though they're one of the biggest markets. The Bears are the Bears. The Blackhawks are on year 15 of a rebuild.
They have not won a playoff series since the Stanley Cup final in 2015.
Yeah, the White Sox stink. I don't care about them, but they stink.
Yeah.
My college teams stink. Yeah, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah.
You need like another Olympics to be like, all right, USA is going to get something, and then maybe that's what you got to be a track and field guy.
Yeah, I mean, this is why. I guess this is why like people like this is why I get so invested in like Travis Hunter Heisman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about you're trash talking Nash Jenny. It's all I have, dude. What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
It's all I got.
No,
I
you
don't have anything else.
You should just become like a Jake Paul fan. He is like good opponent.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what there's no.
It's no
The last
joy.
time I've sat down and been happy about like a sports team that I'm watching has been a long time.
That'd be so sick if he just became like a front runner. Like I'm a Mayweather guy.
I'm just
like,
a Paul
we just
gang.
win every time. We just win every
Paul
time.
gang.
Feels good. I'm betting minus 800s. It's nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking about putting a future on the Bills maybe and just throwing
with
myself
Josh.
all in on that.
He is so awesome to watch.
He's so awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of it's like basically living through futures of like betting on something and then just being like, all right, this is who I'm gonna root really, really hard for.
Yeah, which is fun. I mean,
But it's just not the same.
no,
Yeah.
it's not. It's not. It's not.
It
at
just
all.
it's all monetary, which
Yeah.
I get, but it's just not the same.
Also, want to talk about Beard Guyz. Step up your beard game and unleash your beast. With Beard Guyz, hair on your face is different from hair on your body. Specific products are needed. Beard Guyz has products that wash, hydrate, and help style your beard. Start your day off right with a 2-in-1 wash and tame, a wash and conditioner combo that is meant to cleanse and condition your beard. It's citrus scent, and you could also hydrate that beard with some beard oil. The beard oil helps soften and moisturize the beard and skin, and you can lock it in place and style it with some matte styling clay. This product is kaolin clay to help keep your beard in place and can be used for your hair as well. So whether you're a seasoned vet or a rookie beginning the bearded journey, Beard Guyz is the brand for your beard. I got like a little Turkish barbershop shave.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, it was great, and I really liked the experience, but I was like, I can't even imagine how worse I'd be off if I wasn't using Beard Guyz.
And you can use it on your hair. So
Yep.
whenever you're allowed to touch your new hair, I'm excited for you to be rubbing.
Me
in the
too.
Beard Guyz.
Me
Yeah.
too. We might have to do like a first rub down of White Sox Dave's hair.
Yeah.
Here it is, Dave.
Yeah. I almost feel like we should do another barber video or a salon stylist and be like, all right, you've never had hair. This is how you can do it. And we'll bring Beard Guyz and we'll get it looking good.
Yeah, so you can find Beard Guyz at your local Walmart and Walgreens. Go check it out. Let's talk about ChevyDriveChicago.com as well, everyone. Your local Chevy dealers want to give you a chance to cheer the Bears on in person on December 22 versus Detroit. We'll hook you up with some new Barstool merch for the season 2. This season is taking us for a ride, and there's no better ride than a new Chevy. Shop for your new Chevy at your local Chevy dealer. We're just trying to ride this out, guys. And, ride it out, no pun intended, but pun intended. Go check out those Silverados, those EVs, the Equinox.
I just, after the game the other day, I just went for a drive. I'm like, I need to chill out. I need to be in my safe space. I got in the Chevy Blazer, cruised all around. I also got the oil changed. So I went to ChevyDriveChicago.com. I found the dealer nearest me that did the service because I was due. Got that taken care of. I feel like I'm ready to rock and roll for the rest of the winter. Like my car is winterized effectively. So if you have to get that done, your first stop's got to be Chevy Drive Chicago.
Beautiful. So yeah, try to get those tickets, like we said, in person on December 22 versus Detroit. Head to ChevyDriveChicago.com to enter to win. Are you buying into Indy at all, or are you like?
I think they'll beat Indiana. I think they have a genuine shot to beat Georgia.
I mean, Carson Beck's going to be out.
His
Yeah.
arm looked like it was.
Yeah.
I also I wasn't even afraid of him. Like I don't think he's that good.
Yeah.
So but I don't think Riley Leonard's that good. So I do think that they'll be able to run the ball, pound the ball, beat up on Indiana, and then I'm a little bit worried about Rourke, but I think Notre Dame will handle their business, and then we'll see. Like, I think they're just as good as the other teams.
Yeah, I mean the teams that I think are significantly better than them are on the other side of the bracket, Oregon and Ohio State.
Yeah.
So that's good for you.
Yeah. So
It is sweet. This is one of those first matchups when expanded to 12. You get Notre Dame, Indiana.
Oh, it's so cool.
Friday night.
State
We're gonna
championship.
try to do the college football show from there.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
We're working on.
Okay.
I was hitting up some people. We're trying really hard because I want to do it on a Friday night. It would be so sick.
Did you see it's the first broadcast non-NBC
1990.
at Notre Dame Stadium since 1990?
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Wait, who's broadcasting it?
ESPN.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So no streams for that?
If we don't go, we could stream it.
Okay.
But if we go, you should come with us.
Okay. 'Cause I have a
it'll
line
be
of
fun.
sight on a ticket, so I'm just trying to plan out
Oh no,
what my obligations
go to the game
are.
because I don't.
I think I'd rather stream if we're doing a stream. I
don't really want to stream on a Friday night.
Yeah.
That's the only
Okay.
thing.
Well, if we're not streaming, then I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Go to the game and stream the Georgia one. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we'll stream Saturday. So
Okay.
no disrespect Indiana. Don't come at me. You got. I think.
Oh, you're gonna be
win.
daunted,
Yeah.
dude.
Indiana's not.
No, they could win that game.
They could.
Notre Dame isn't. Notre Dame has obviously the advantage, but it's not like in Ohio State or Oregon or Georgia versus Indiana where it's like really insane, like star level advantage.
How many local? I mean, I know you guys don't know off the top of your head, but I wonder how many local kids like Indiana has. Like how?
Signetti brought like 25 guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't
Well, a lot of his guys are JMU.
Yeah,
Right.
Virginia area.
Yeah, but that's such like a great,
Yeah. Well,
that's
in-state, it's
internal.
an in-state rivalry, but they never really play it in football.
No.
Like Notre Dame played Purdue every year my whole life growing up until the conference realignment stuff.
Yeah.
So
guys are
playing
better
against-
than us narrative like that.
Yeah.
It's
So it's cool.
It's gonna be great.
It's a hot ticket. I was looking at.
Yeah, it's like $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of fucking big
Totally.
time IU
Yep.
alumni. So it's a biggest game in Indiana
Program
football.
history.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I hope it's like a snow globe type snow kind of thing. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
We got something special like that.
what a brutal draw for Oregon, huh?
Yeah, they got screwed. 1 seed got screwed.
Yeah. They got to get rid of this automatic.
Seeding situation.
Like I'm fine with having
An automatic bid, but Boise shouldn't get the bye.
correct. They don't do that in basketball.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree with that.
So
Yeah.
I've gotten to we're in the point of winter where I started looking at the weather and just being like, oh man, if we could steal a couple more days.
it's supposed to be like 8 degrees on Thursday for.
That's only one day though.
Yeah.
It's been decent the last couple days.
Well, you guys were in Turkey last week. It was pretty gaudy.
It was bad.
It was cold during
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Did you did you make a college football future or no?
No, I just have Travis Hunter.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a pretty good one, right?
Travis Hunter?
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's 5 to win 200K.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah. It'd
That's
be
awesome.
by far the biggest it would be the biggest odds I've hit.
Yeah.
I hit UConn like the last 2 years, like 10 to win 130. But yeah, it'd be insane.
And that's not next Saturday. It's the Saturday after.
It's this Saturday.
Oh, so it's after Army Navy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Awesome.
I need it.
What he's the odds on favorite now?
Genty went down a little during his game Friday, but yeah, I think Genty is still like 10 to 1 or something. What is it? I think he was minus 2,500 or something. I just need to be in. Yeah, minus 2,500.
Okay.
damn.
So
You're in a good
finish the
spot.
deal.
Yeah.
Everyone just I think the votes are already in, so it's not even
Close.
like there's nothing left to say.
Yeah.
Close it out.
Yeah.
Did you talk about Richardson yet or no?
No, it was time. He wasn't getting anything. Davidson said that we want to take a step forward this year. I had heard that he was kind of on the hot seat coming into the year because this is the last year of his contract and they didn't even start any negotiations. So when they started, they're the worst team in the league. Like they also did not get the new coach bump. They got smoked.
Yeah.
So they're not good. It's a bad roster. The only thing I'm holding on to for like this will be fun and interesting is when they call up Frank Nazar, who was a first round pick a couple years ago. He's the leading scorer in the AHL. He's killing it, and he's like fun and exciting and offensive and fast.
Yeah.
And so I'll be excited to watch him whenever he gets called up, which I think will be within the month.
What draft pick was he?
He was taken 13th overall the year before Bedard. So he
Okay.
did 2 years at Michigan, and he's awesome.
Okay.
Like he's going to be a guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. So like now we're kind of getting into that Cubs run where it was like they're starting to call up prospects all the time.
Yeah.
And so like that was at 14 where they still were not very good, but there was a new
Solera home run in the stadium.
Yeah.
Right. It was awesome. And so we're going to enter that phase of the rebuild, which I hope goes well
Yeah.
and be exciting because they're going to keep losing.
So then it was good to fire him before that we enter that phase.
Yeah, and they just promoted the AHL coach, this guy Anders Sorensen, who I had. Remember Brandon Peary? Remember that name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he played for him for a little bit, and he's perfect for a young team. So he's done well in Rockford, and Brandon Peary loves him. So
Okay.
for whatever that's worth,
That's good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
There you go.
Mhm.
I'm on board with trading one of Bellinger or Seiya. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I just wish we had fucking offered anything for Soto.
yeah.
I know it was pointless, but it would have been nice to just
They were never even in a tweet that they were
No.
like one of the 7 finalists.
And it's kind of stupid. Like they should have just offered $700 for 15, and like, but like, yeah, we tried. Like we made an offer, like the Red Sox did. Like they made I think that's what the Red Sox offered.
Well, you're talking about like the White Sox model now. Well, we tried.
Oh, I know.
Tried for
Listen,
Bryce
I'm not
Harper.
saying as a fan I'd be like, but like if they wanted, they would pull the wool over some fans' eyes. If they
true.
did that.
Yeah,
But
because the sticker is just it's insane.
yeah,
Nuts.
Yeah,
But yeah, it would have been nice to just
have
pretend.
yeah.
Pretend that we're interested in something like that.
Yeah, but you can't conceivably trot out the same lineup and expect things to go like.
Oh, I think they will.
Yeah, but
I think they will.
They'll win 83 games again.
Yeah, I think they're going to be like, our pitching's really good, which it is.
It is.
But they're just,
yeah, and I think Seiya will have more trade value, but you just can't. I mean, it's just the same shit. You got to go with PCA, and you got to figure out a way to get that other. And I think Hap is the one you keep.
Yeah,
Personally, you got to figure out that other spot.
I just would love to have one guy in the lineup who's like truly scary.
yeah. They have no stars.
Like that was the craziest part about watching the World Series, just realizing how far away we are when you see the Yankees have, Judge, Soto, Giancarlo, the Dodgers have Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. It's like we don't have one of those guys. They have 4 of those guys.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Like we don't have a lot. Like we have a bunch of like good pros.
Yeah, and it's just not going to work.
Right.
That's why they had so many games last year where they lost 3-1.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not like an easy like whack-a-mole where it's like, oh, that's a glaring spot.
Right.
It's like you have to just blow shit up.
But just get one anchor. Like sign a
Yeah.
Pete Alonso. I know I don't love Pete Alonso, but it's like sign a guy like that, or sign like just one guy that's like, hey, the other team's got to pitch around this guy, or they got to be careful with this guy. And like if you get someone on before him,
It makes
you could be in
everyone better.
trouble. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it changes everything in the whole lineup if you get a guy like that. So, but yeah, all right. Anything else?
Depressing. No. Depressing.
Very.
Just everything's depressing.
Dark days.
I don't know what to say. I feel bad for the fans that like I was thinking about it. Like we got to figure out some type of fun thing we can do like that's different.
Yeah.
Once maybe even starting next week.
Yeah.
Like we got to think of something.
Yeah, there's got to be
some segment or something.
Yeah, something fun.
That's just something that's just not like this sucks. Everything sucks.
Yeah, maybe it's
Put a
like
bullet in my head.
Yeah, maybe we'll like pick a game or something and be like, remember that game?
Yeah, or like I don't even know, like or like draft like like random like, oh, this would be our favorite, like, or what guy would we like to see play on one of our teams?
Yeah, like what past player would you put on this team?
Or like what team, like pick any player in the whole whole like NFL or the whole MLB and put them on today's Cubs. Like, what would it look like?
Yeah.
Maybe we do like a video series where we start picking causes. Like we're going to break ground with Jerry at Arlington. Then we have like a campaign to get Sosa back in Wrigley. Like we just find things that we
should do next week. We should have Jerry on and do and figure out Arlington.
Great.
That'll make me feel better.
Yeah.
Where we just talk about that.
Yeah, man. Let's do it
and just get it rolling. Because
did he ever run for office? I remember that was like he was talking.
I wanted
about
him
it.
to.
Yeah.
We should build our own.
His platform was very funny. He was gonna be. I was asking what he was down for, like social issues, and like LGBTQT and all that stuff. And he was like, I want the L's to be on my side.
We should build our own like complex. Like, what do we want in there?
Yeah,
like what
Sim Stadium.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Like, like I think like Illuminati's would be good in there, like something like that. It's like
And is there like a software? Is there like a builder, like a stadium builder?
There's got to be.
Yeah,
We'll
there
look at
should be.
You should find that because we do a stream building the stadium.
Yeah.
That's let's do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do anything besides this.
Yes. Top 5 stadium amenities we want next.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Leave us
like that.
Leave us voicemails. What do you guys want to see at Arlington too?
Yeah, because I know the fans, like, this is kind of almost like this is the end. This is it.
Yeah.
That was the end of this season. We'll still talk about the games briefly, but like we got to think of something different because it's just I'm gonna
I would like
gonna
I would like to enjoy this show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, what do you want? Like, you want like a 3-floor Bavette's? Like, let's talk about it.
This is like the have you see a story? There's like on Facebook. There's like a quality control people who have to go through posts to like mark like this is too fucked up. Like it's a Russian soldier getting killed for the 100th time with a drone. And those people have like significant PTSD and like psychological problems. I think the Bears are kind of close to doing that to us.
So that's another class action lawsuit against the Bears.
Yeah, like I wouldn't hate it if the Bears, like, when the
distress.
game started, they were like, it was the Instagram thing, like this is explicit content. Do you want to see it? I could just not click it.
Yeah. No, you're right. Except I don't want. If we do this, Kevin Warren, you better give us credit for our ideas here.
No, you won't do anything.
No.
Asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know who loves those Russian war videos?
Dave.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hey guys, I woke up at 6 a.m. in Nashville this morning. I was watching Ukrainians, go
Their
at it.
heads blown off.
Yeah.
What a fucking sicko.
I know. Do we have anything or no, Lance?
Voicemail wise,
Yeah.
we do have a couple, but again, it's all just depression.
Yeah, I don't
It's
wanna
just
hear it.
Sad.
I feel like I'm
So bring some different voicemails next week.
Yeah.
Give us,
Bring
like-
some ideas.
Yeah.
Bring some ideas. We want idea voicemail.
Yes, voicemail. You guys give us one good idea at the Arlington Complex, and all of us will bring 5.
Yes.
Great.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that.
Perfect. All right, that's a show. Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.